I attempted the biggest PSA 10 crossover I've ever done, and it was so successful. I cannot wait to show you guys what's in this box. It is one card. It is one beautiful and glorious card, but it is big. It's a big deal because this was just a huge risk. I'm really happy it worked out. I have it right here, and I can't wait to show you guys what's in that box.
What's in that box?
If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that I like buying 9.5 Pokemon cards instead of buying PSA 10s. I do collect all my cards in PSA slabs, so typically what I do is I send it as a crossover, or I'll break it out of the slab and send it over there, try to get a PSA 10. That's kind of like that's my favorite thing to do in this hobby. That's the thing I enjoy the most. And so today I have a very special one for you. This is just a phenomenal card, one that I've wanted for a very long time, and we finally have it, so it's pretty cool. So I found this guy on Instagram. He was selling this Latios and Latias GX card in a 9.5, and he decided that he would be cool with selling it to me for $11.40. So it was the most expensive card I've ever purchased by far, but he gave me a ton of pictures. We used goods and services on PayPal, so everybody was good to go. I definitely recommend not buying cards on Instagram unless you use goods and services. That way you're protected. And then also probably put a credit card on there, so if any foul play happens, you can get the reimbursement from your credit card company. But anyways, we agreed to $11.40 for the card, which was just a phenomenal deal on this card. If you look at eBay, it's hard to find one for like less than $1,300, $1,400. So I was really excited about that, and I was really excited about the condition. Looked to be really nice, and I thought maybe, just maybe, we could get a PSA 10 out of it. As soon as I got that thing back, I slapped a PSA order together, packed it in the box, and sent it out in the mail. Yeah, about 2 weeks later, we had a card. So here we are. One thing that kind of like grinds my gears when I'm watching Pokemon card content, and I don't mean to throw like shade at anybody. There's tons of voices in this space, and I'm really happy that there's all this interest and there's all these voices, but not a lot of people show their collections. It's just not something that you see a lot of people do. They're not really like, you know, showing off their buys and things like that. They're talking about what they're buying, but they're not showing you what they're buying. So I have always wanted to, on this channel, just communicate what I buy. I feel like it's really nice to have that transparency, and I try to give you guys a reason why I buy what I buy. That way you guys have full context, and if I'm going to teach you anything and I'm not doing it, then I'm probably not teaching you anything. So anyways, whatever. All right, so here is the card, and here's some B-roll of what the card looked like as a 9.5. You can see the case was just, it was messy, whatever. It doesn't really matter that much because I knew all along I was just going to cross it over to PSA anyway. But then we went ahead and did it, and everything turned out really nice. So there's the front side of it, right? So you can see it's a little thinner on that side than on that side, but still just a beautiful card. And I thought maybe it would be in the like 60-40 split, and we got really, really lucky with that. So these are like ultra expensive, right? They're really starting to get up there in price, and buying this for $11.40, I graded it, crossovered it for like, I think it was like $100 to cross it over because I didn't want to crack this out of the slab. It's just a really expensive card, and if anything happened to it, I just trust PSA to do that part of it. But yeah, I was just so excited to, like, you know, this is a card I've wanted in my collection for a long time, and I was just excited to have the opportunity to finally have one, and then also try to get that 10. So it looks really, really good. And yeah, anyway, it sometimes pays to buy 9.5s. You don't have to go for that PSA 10. You can just go for the 9.5. You can be stoked about the 9.5s, and you can be patient with those PSA 10s. It's not that difficult to buy 9.5. Check it out in person, you know, get it in your hands, right? Get it in your hands, and then take a look at it and see if, you know, the centering looks good, if everything checks out, corners, edges, surface, everything, and then make a decision then. If you want to put it right back on eBay and sell it, that's an option you can have, or you can go ahead and send it in if you feel like it's a good PSA 10 candidate. But yeah, so this was just a really fun experiment. And yeah, anyway, let me know what you think of the card, if this is the card that you want in your collection or that you have in your collection. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.